رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. So we are in Surah An-Nisa. Nisa means women. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala named the surah in the Quran by An-Nisa, women. One surah for women. And there is no surah for men. Say Alhamdulillah. So that is honor for women, of course. And that is because the main topic about this surah is to fixing the smallest unit in the society. What is the smallest unit in the society?
Family.
Huh?
Family.
Family, mashallah. The family. And the Prophet ﷺ mentioned, إني أحرج عليكم حق الضعيفين المرأة واليتيم. I am like warning you not to take the right or not to harm, not to take away the right of the two weak ones, the women and the orphan. Yes. In the Jahiliyyah, you know what they used to do? That when someone dies, his wife becomes like a wealth and the land. It becomes something for inheritance, mirath. And then the son, maybe he will marry the wife of his father, or he will let her to marry to another person and take the mahr for himself. It's like dealing with women as objects or as something materialistic like money. Very humiliated way they used to do in Jahiliyyah. And they used not to give, of course, the women the right in mirath, in inheritance. If someone died, and brother and sister, he will never give his sister. Even children and mother, they will not give their mother. They will take it for themselves. Woman has no right, has no value. Even in time of the monthly menses, they will leave the house for 7 days until she finishes and come back. Or they will kick her out. When you finish, you come back. You are dirty organ, dirty object or whatever. So, this was the mentality of people in Jahiliyyah. Until now in some places, right? Till now in some places they have very, very big oppressions towards women. And Islam came, subhanallah, to give the women their rights and to put them in their proper level and to let us to understand, subhanallah, that in Islam we do not enter the Jannah unless our mothers are pleased with us. Right? Jannah تحت أقدام الأمهات. That is not a hadith, but the authentic hadith that the Prophet ﷺ said, إلزم قدميها فثم الجنة. Like, keep on being beside the feet of your mother, for there you will find the Jannah. So pleasing the mother, that is the way to Jannah. And if the woman is a wife, the Prophet ﷺ said what? خيركم خيركم لأهلي. The best amongst you is the best treating his family, his wife. And if she is a daughter, the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever amongst you, Allah gave him 3 daughters, in some narration 2 daughters. He treated them kindly, properly. He raised them up upon the proper way. They will be a shield for him from Jahannam. Allah. That is the value of women in Islam as a mother, as a wife. Jazakallah khair, mashallah. As mother, as wife, as daughter. Okay? And women in Islam, their right is what? Even when Allah said, الرجال قوامون على النساء. Men have the authority over women, means as a husband, or let's say they have the control of the house. Okay? Some people think that it's like something honor for men. It's responsibility. It's responsibility. The wife, if she is rich, and the husband is poor, what is the obligatory thing for the husband to do? To take from his wife's money?
No.
To work and to spend upon her for all her needs. And she does not have to pay a single dollar or yen for the expenses of the house. Her money is just for her. She spends it as she likes. But of course, in Islam, it's highly recommended to what? To help her husband. Of course, that's another issue, but it's from her own choice. But the husband, he has to work and to bring income and to spend upon his rich wife. In Islam, women are princes. Each is a sister or widow or divorced women. There should be the nearest relative from males. He has to take responsibility and to be in charge for her expenses. And she does not have to work. If she wants to work from her own with the Islamic conditions, that's another issue. But she does not have to work in Islam. In Islam, there always should be a male, a man is responsible for that woman. For example, if you have a sister and her husband passed away, okay? Who is responsible and the father passed away? You are the closest person. Then it's obligatory for you to cover her expenses and her children. If you are more than one brother, it will be divided amongst you. That's in Islam. Women are really protected and they are given their proper value. And that's why you will find in the West, in America, maybe Karim Sensei can let us know more, that most of people revert to Islam are from women. Especially when they find the rights of women in Islam. A lot of women, they revert to Islam when they read about these rights, we cannot find it anywhere. So, subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought this surah to make a big change in this jahiliyyah they used to have in the past with women, and to know that we cannot be like Al Imran. We cannot be a successful, good society unless we fix the smallest unit from the family, and we cannot fix our families unless we treat the women properly. So give the women the rights, treat them kindly, do not oppress them. For those who oppress, إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلِيًّا كَبِيرًا. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about those who have nushuz from wives, nushuz means disobedience, and they are really bad with their husbands. They are not listening at all, disobedient. So first, فَعِدُوهُنْ, advise them, remind them, preach them. The second step, if they didn't, وَهْجُرُوهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ, don't sleep with them. The last and final solution, not in the same day, steps. Yeah, maybe you will use some beating, with conditions of course. With conditions, it's not our issue now to mention about this issue, but at the end of the ayah Allah said, فَإِنْ أَطَعْنَكُمْ, if they return back to you and they became obedient, فَإِنْ أَطَعْنَكُمْ فَلَا تَبْغُوا, do not oppress, do not exceed your limits, O husbands, for that إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلِيًّا كَبِيرًا. For indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all high and the all big. So don't think, husband, that you will open your muscles on your wife and you can do everything. No, Allah is above you, He will destroy you. Be careful. Be careful. So, we should be aware that Surah An-Nisa is a great surah. And one of the best surahs in the Quran. It's the second tallest surah in the Quran after Surah Al-Baqarah. It's taller than Surah Al-Imran. Taller than Surah Al-Imran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us to be kind to our women. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us to have birrul walidayn towards parents, mother and father, of course. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us to take care of our daughters and bless our daughters and make them joy of our eyes. Ameen. Alhamdulillah.